Greetings and welcome to the show. This is the recap of Ignite Your Life celebration that we did yesterday. Right, Tamra?
Oh, it was an amazing experience. And so much so that the overflow, it's when you talk about overflow and something being ignited, well, then you've got sometimes when you ignite that spark, you ignite that fire within, it wants to grow. And, that's exactly what happened. And so you and I spoke about that. And there's so much amazing information, then I'm glad you invited me to come back today. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely, Tamara. And we do have a couple of other special guests that weren't able to come yesterday. They'll be coming on in a minute. But of course, we got to raise the energy after we do what? Let's just relax. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath and really ground yourself into. And then, of course, Angel's got to do it. She's got to do it. And that is, we are going to sing the song. Yay! Yes! And I see you at home. I see you. And remember, Fizz was on yesterday, and he is the company. He's the one that put it together. Not ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart. Let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show them what you got. Take it to the top. Don't you ever stop. Shine. I gotta bring in our special guest just to sing with us. Hey, we can bring it on, yeah. Burn your vibration. Shine. Shine. Here's one of our special guests. Looking for the answers. Seeking you will find. Open up your heart. Leave it all behind. Smile and laugh. Always give back. Glowing like a star. Show them who you are. Shine. Shine. Get those hands up and help everybody get that moving. Raise your vibration. Shine. Shine. Shine on. Oh, yes. Aren't you feeling it? You're the secret. You're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you. Breathe and focus. You're a shining star. You're the shining star. Shine on. Raise it. Raise your vibration. Shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it. Be just who you are. You're the answer to the question. You're that shining star. Shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine on. Here's the last one. Here we go. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart. Don't you ever stop. Shine on. Raise it. Raise your vibration. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Shine on. Woo. So we let it out of the bag. One of the special guests is here with us right now, Amelia Roman, but we're going to be right back with you in just 1 second. Yay! Good. Yes. So, Tamra. Whew.
Yes. I know. Can I just say that your celebration yesterday has really touched me in such a way. And and when you have something of value and you share it, it's like that shining star. It's everything that's in that song. And being able to hear the two of you and Fizz, talk about how that all started, and for him to come on with his guitar and everything, priceless. And when you listen to everybody that was there, the golden nuggets that were shared, I'll tell you, I was so filled. I don't know about you, Angel. However, afterwards, I had to take some time and just start breathing it in and going over. I took so many notes. That's why I was bebopping up and down, because I was actually writing, and I took so many notes. And as I was looking back at the notes, I realized this one golden nugget, and there's some over 20 of them. This particular one or that one, at some point in time, I know is going to change my life. It already did yesterday. What a gift you gave to all of us.
Thank you. Thank you. And, and I really, I love doing the panels and bringing everyone together and moving them. So, we're going to do, I think what we should do right now is we should bring Emilio up to answer those 3 questions so we can add those. And then we have another guest coming on. She's not on yet, but she'll be here. And I want to say hello to Daniela, because she's saying hello. And then Linda. And Linda was on yesterday. Linda was, holy moly, the golden nuggets Linda gave. So I cannot wait to hear the other Angel Maluja Energy and Paz. Oh, thank you, honey. That's so sweet. And I want to answer the question though. I was not able to take the time that I kind of needed to take. I did not, because right after I had a coaching client, Reiki client, and I went right into that for 2.5 hours. So, so we're going to talk about how you do take the time and then what happens. So we're going to talk about that a little later, but let's bring on, because I want to hear his golden nuggets. Let's bring on Emilio Roman. Welcome.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm on a show with celebrities. Oh, Sarah, Angel, I love you two ladies. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to say right now is Emilio is awesome. I got his mug, the Ama. Yes, the author of Millionaire Academy, which I am a platinum member to. I got this, and I really, wow, so soft. It's really soft.
Oh my God, look at that. Thank you for sharing that.
Most of the time it never fits. But anyway, let's start out with, I know, I get excited. So let's start out with the questions that we were asking yesterday. So here's the first question right there.
All right. My God, how did we meet, Angel? Oh my God, very much like this, through social media. And it was a beautiful experience. The minute you and I connected, your energy, your enthusiasm, and your excitement for life, I was like, I have to know her. And all of a sudden, fast forward, Daniela and I were having our first ever spiritual summit. And I come to find out that you do MC, and we had you on. And look, I got goosebumps, literally, because everyone absolutely loved you, and they saw in you what we saw the first time we connected. And in fact, my wife dubbed you what? The Fireball MC.
She did. Yes, she did. And that was so special. And I do want to do a shout out real quick, because Linda came back on and Sony Jackson came on. Oh my gosh, Sony, she was on and such a big part too. So go right ahead. That's how we met, is just through social media. And it was like, I think a friend of mine said, hey, you need to reach out to this guy. He's doing a spiritual summit. That's up your alley. And I contacted you, and then you hired. So go right ahead.
Yeah, excellent. So when you and I connected again, your energy, your enthusiasm, and again, your excitement for life drew me in. And I'm sure Tamara can co-sign on this. That's what draws everyone in. Like, literally saw, like, you shine. I mean, you talk about shining, it's a real thing with you. And so we went ahead, we connected, we've collaborated, we've been following you, stalking you ever since. And again, so that's really where we're at. So I am the CEO, along with my beautiful, supportive wife, Daniela, of the Co-Author Network. And simply, we help people write their books. And you, my friend, are involved with several books. You came out with this book. This is the forthcoming book, but you were also in this book, where you share some things that you've never shared before. And that was mind-blowing. And today you are a platinum member. We are honored that you chose us. You had many options, but you chose us. And I can't wait for you. We paid you now to come, if I can say that. We hired her to come in January. Tamara, you're going to love it. And she's just going to blow everybody away in January with her forthcoming book.
Awesome. Yes, I can't wait to debut that with everybody, and I get to hug everybody. I mean, I've been meeting these people online for how long, and I'm going to get to actually hug on these people.
Amen.
So awesome. That's when it's going to be, and that also is when we're going to have the boot camp. And I do have 2 tickets left. That's all. I'm not supposed to tell Emilio because he doesn't know, but I have 2 more left because nobody has any VIP tickets left. There is none left.
I mean, I'm not kidding you. If you can see this, the goosebumps, they're all sold out. The VIPs are sold out. Angel's the only one that has the last 2. So yeah, I mean, we're honored. But Angel's, we don't. I don't even have them. Like literally, people call me up and I say, I'm sorry, we're sold out. All we have is the general tickets left.
Yes. So so cool. Let's go to the next question on that is, how do you ignite and inspire others?
You know, how do I inspire others? Honestly, I love to celebrate others. I love to share their story. If you notice anything that I or my wife do on social media, we're all about loving people. You know, we want to share your story. What makes Angel exciting? What makes Tamara? And I love Tamara. And in fact, Tamara, I was like, what happened to Tamara? when you were off social media for a while, I was calling people around. I missed your inspiring message. So really, that's what I do. Look for others and how I can share their stories, because, you know, a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yes. Absolutely. So you create and help others and inspire them. And he really does. And just so you know, and he's not paying me for this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, there's going to be another addition to this. So if you're ready to get into a book, you get into the next one. I'm definitely thinking about it, and we'll see what happens. So, and then let's go to the next one, which is, what is the best compliment you ever received?
Wow. You know, I have to say, I used to train in Palm Springs and Palm Desert many years ago when I was out there personal training. I had one of my clients stop me in the middle of a session. I thought she was going to have a stroke or something. I was like, she goes, Emilio, I'm having so much fun with you. I almost forgot I'm paying you for this. And I just never forgot it, you know. I never forgot it, because I've always bring something interesting instead of being an adult babysitter, which most trainers do. It's like, do this, do that. So thank you for asking that.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I'm looking so forward to, and Danielle is saying that she so missed you too, Tamara.
Oh,
and that, yes, and that the fireball also, and cool. And then she can't wait to give me a big hug. It's going to be her birthday, so I can't wait to give her a birthday hug. So that's going to be really cool. So thank you for coming on and being on this special. I know you've got to skirt off, and but I so appreciate you and can't wait to do all this. And anything else, Tamara?
I just want to say that I loved the rising tide comment, because it's so true. And when you have people that are doing so much, like you and your wife are, inspiring so many, and a shout out also that you're on the E360 TV network also. So thank you for what you do and inspiring those that have a story within to get it out and share it with the world. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back. We missed you. We need you.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
I know you got to run, so I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to bring another guest on. Thank you, Emil. You know I love you.
I love you, Angel. Love you, Tamara. God bless you all.
Bye. See you. Awesome. So let's bring on that other special guest. Teresia's in the house. Hey, honey.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
We're doing great. We missed you yesterday, so I'm so glad that you were able to come on today to answer those questions and get a little bit intimate about how you inspire others.
Totally.
And before we start that, just wanted to say thank you to everybody coming online. We're getting a lot of chat fingers going on again. You know how I am. I love those. So let's go to the first question. Teresia, go right ahead.
Yes, thank you, Angel. I was so blown away when you gave me this opportunity, because I missed yesterday. I was like, oh, I can do it again. Oh, I love to celebrate you and all of your amazingness and what you do. I actually met Angel back in 2019 when we were having this transformational experience. It was a retreat that got really, really deep. And we ended up sitting next to each other, and just our support and love throughout that experience was just like life-changing. And I'm like, we're bonded for for forever now. We're soul sisters from that experience. And I've throughout the years just grown closer to Angel. And so I'm excited to continue to see your amazingness shine in this world.
Thank you. And thank you. And, I've got to bring up that you saved my life.
I did. We have a lot of fun experiences, but the one in particular.
We have some really fun ones.
We do. That one in particular was very scary. Whenever I had to save you from almost drowning after cliff diving a 60-foot rock. But that was an exciting time, and we're telling about how we inspire others, but what really inspired me, Angel, was seeing your resilience throughout that experience. And even though you were very injured and your spirit still shined through, there was no blood, so you kept pushing, and I couldn't be more inspired for life, to say, like, this is what we must do in our lives, is just keep moving forward no matter what. And so that was a great experience there for me.
Well, I'm glad that you were there, because basically I didn't pierce the water. I hit my butt, and it completely atrophied everything, and I was going down. And thank God that Tericia had gone first, and she was in the water to come and get me.
And that was actually, being a lifeguard for years, that was actually my first actual save. So having the training and experience was that was divine for sure.
Yeah. It was so divinely. Yes. And at that point in my life, I was doing 3 Facebook Lives a day, doing all of this, and I was not stopping, and I was exhausted. And it really is, your body will always win. And really, I believe that the divine said, no more, you need to stop. And so I had to.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget when I showed you my butt. I'll never forget going, Tericia, is it bad? Tericia, and you went, oh.
It was as dark as your pants are right now.
Wow. Yeah. And I was like, no blood, no foul. Come on, get me home. We're going to be okay.
She still walked and hiked all the way back, which was extremely impressive and inspiring. So you are such a strong woman.
Thank you. And your tip to other people about how to inspire was?
Yeah, well, I didn't share that. I was just saying how you inspire me. But how I inspire others is really tuning into my inner truth. And so in doing that, I've heard people tell me how inspired they are by me not really looking to the outwards for things and approval of others. And it's more so coming from within. So I live my life in that state of peace and inner intrinsic inspiration that inspires others.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. And so when you're telling the best compliment you ever received, could you also tell who you are? Because I think I guess you didn't really get to see.
The light keeps going out. Hold on. Let me get this together. Okay, here we go. Who am I? I am 𝗃𝗶𝗵𝗀𝗀, and I am a life optimizer. I help business owners do the things that they don't want to do so that they can do what they're best at.
And I do have to tell you, Tericia is helping me, and I did hire her to help me and do that. And she's really honing in on a lot. So go right ahead.
Yes, so that is me. And the best compliment I ever received, thank you, by the way, Angel, that's a great compliment. The best compliment I ever received, I think, is that my freedom to be true to myself inspires others to be true to themselves. Yeah. So it's like they told me, like, your aura illuminates so brightly that it inspires me to shine bright myself. So
and it is so true. And the first time that we actually worked together, instead of just going out and having fun and do what we usually do, the first time that we worked together, dyslexic, I get very frustrated when I can't get and it came out, and she was leaving, and I said, Tericia, thank you, because I know I got, and you never reacted. It's like Sony Jackson never reacts. And you didn't take it personally. And you said, Angel, you're fine, unapologetic. And I'll never forget that. Because I didn't like how I showed up, but yet it was okay because that person. So, and it's quite the compliment and to give you too.
Thank you. Yeah, we are all human, and sometimes we have human experiences, and it's our job as individuals is to love the people we love, unapologetically, unconditionally, and just accept that part of you. So, thank you, Angel, for everything.
Thank you, Teresa.
Nice to meet you.
Tamara?
Yes. Oh, great to meet you. And oh my goodness, can I just say that thank you for saving her. And I remember that period of time and hearing this story, and to finally get to meet you and see how amazing you are. You know, it's a full circle moment for me. So thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
And Linda is saying hello, and she loves the title Life Optimizer. And it really is really what she's doing, because she has completely transformed and putting things in systems. So now it's like so much easier. And you know, she sits with me. She's going to help me even finish the book, you know, to get me, because, you know, it's challenging for me to keep reading my own book, because I don't really like to read.
I have a question in regards to that. I know we're going a little bit, but I just want to ask, okay, is that something you have to be in person for to be a life optimizer, or is that something you can do digital? Just fascinating.
Yeah, it's both, and and more so customized to each business owner's needs. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Tamara, don't be taking her.
Oh, you know what? I'm just asking. That's it.
No, you can absolutely, because she absolutely is awesome. Yes. So, thank you so much, Teresa. I know you've got to get going, because I gave you tons of things to do this morning to get the webinar and everything. She's helping me with the webinar and everything, get that together. So awesome. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate
you. Thank you. Such an honor. Have a great one. Love you.
You too. Yeah. She's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is there music in the background? Am I hearing that? Okay.
Yeah. I always have my karaoke version of my song going.
I love it. I'm just like, because if I start moving, that, you know, it's like it just keeps it going and flowing. It's great.
It is. And Tamara, you know, you were able yesterday with 20. Oh, wait. I really want to share this video because I did not share it yesterday, right? I think we should do that now. Perfect. Because you know 𝗃𝗵𝗸𝗀𝗃.
Yes.
And how I think I'm going to let her, and then we'll talk about. Okay. So we're going to let her go ahead with her 3 minutes. Here we go.
Hi, I'm 𝗃𝗵𝗸𝗀𝗃, CEO of EverSmart City. I met Angel several decades ago, and I just wanted to come on and tell you happy anniversary. I am so proud of you, and I am loving the shine moment. A little golden nugget that I wanted to leave for everyone is on women's financial sovereignty. So women, we are the absolute source of everything that can be taken back from the tipping point. And how is it that we're the source? Well, we're the ones that create life, and we're the ones that shape life, because the majority of the time we are the ones that take care of the kids. So here's what I have to say for you ladies. Please, 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 it's your responsibility and your accountability to be financially well off. And the best way to do that at this time is to look into blockchain development, anything to do with Web3 technology. It's the Wild West. There's no glass ceiling. There's no gender bias. There's no credit scores. It's a completely open field for you. And the best compliment that I have ever received is the fact that when I do teach women about blockchain technology, whether that be crypto, NFTs, metaverse, I've been told oftentimes that it's the first time that they understood it so easily and very quickly. Angel, keep shining.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. And that was quite the golden nugget, because I don't think a lot of us realize there is no, we can really do this on the same level. That's a really good one.
And, you know, I'm glad that we were able to talk about this, because one of the things that when I met Sophia decades ago, I love that, decades ago, because I met her about the same decades ago that you did. And, you know, this woman, it comes in and she just really professional, knows what she's doing. She's at the front of the class. She's typing in her notes. She is out there making things happen. And when I had her on Service Heroes, the thing that will forever, I want to highlight this, because there are certain golden nuggets that will change the world. And the fact that she is so dedicated to help women in third world countries, in areas where if you can somehow get a technology of some type, a phone, it's something that you can have your own business and it can change your family, your community, you know, wherever you may be. And to be out there and doing this decades later since meeting her and really making a difference, that is a golden nugget that literally, you know, in this celebration can seriously change the frequency, and ignite families. And when you have the ability to, you know, be that mom, that you know, that role that women have, and to also, you know, as that commercial used to be, you know, and fry the bacon too. I don't know if you're baking or not, but you know what I mean. You know, it's like, do it all that we can, and we don't have to overwhelm ourselves. And that's where understanding like what you're doing, and into the, you know, webinar and everything, the simple steps to being able to have the energy naturally to then be able to go out there and manifest our dreams, right? I'm just thinking, wow, you are spot on in what is all what it's all about. And so thank you for sharing this, and thank you for allowing us to talk about it afterwards. Didn't we also, I wanted to just ask, didn't we have some sponsors of yesterday's show that we were going to maybe share some of their information and say thank you?
Yes, because we were just going rapid fire and I didn't even do that. So let's show right now. One of our sponsors is Preston Marley, and he was on, and I love this man, and he was wonderful on, but let's just go to his commercial right now. Fabulous. And I do want to say that Preston does take care of my website, and he does marketing. I meet him every week, and he even said it on here. I also do some coaching with him and help him. So we kind of do both. So it's really powerful when you can do that with the people that you work with, because then their energy is in your business. And Preston is quite the man. And I take a lot of other sponsors. And right now, he's the only sponsor that I have, and I'm always looking for sponsors. You just give me a 15-second, 30-second commercial, and you're on, and you're reaching quite a lot of people with everybody that does watch. So I just wanted to say that. And you know what, Tamara, I know that he helps you, but I don't think that you really got an opportunity to tell the people what you do. And
well, thank you for that.
You can merge that with what Preston does, because with your nonprofit, because I love your nonprofit, and anyway, I want you to take a moment and you tell, who are you?
You know, and thank you for asking. And it was brought up by Amelia, and Daniela said it also, is that I've taken a little time away personally, because for those of you that do not know, I am someone that is a very mission-driven person. And I received, if you will, a calling when I was facing 3 words many people talk about in the month of October, the ribbon that is pink. Many know what that means. Yes, I am a survivor warrior of the breast cancer that many have experienced. And my mission really came out of that in the very beginning. And that was that I nearly had a death experience, and it changed my life. And it wasn't because of the cancer, it was because of the treatment. And I had an allergic reaction. They saved me. However, I met a buddy, and community and doing things with someone else can change the vibration. That set me on a road, and in the beginning started a nonprofit about it, 𝗃𝗶𝗲𝗄𝗿.org. And what it is all about is it has evolved over 5 years ago now, or close to, started this, and it was all to bring people together and then bring awareness and buddies and a buddy system, a buddies network and community. And we have people from all over the world. That has then evolved because when you're starting something from scratch, you got to get it out there. So I also have TV shows now that are on E360 TV. And yes, those have been on hiatus and preparing one. We're in pre-production on the Tour of Love show. And so excited about that. And love Aaron, he was on yesterday. And then also, whenever you're doing anything like this, you see the need to help and evolve. So a writer, a best-selling author in one book with you, and created workbooks that you and I both are using right now. Actually, they seem to, I get a lot out of them myself.
Oh yeah, they're.
Thank you. And right now, what I'm positioning myself truthfully to be is to go out and share the message that there is truly healing through connection, and to be more of a thought leader that's out there inspiring, because my life was saved to help others. I know that. There's no doubt in my mind. And to let people know that no matter what we're facing, that we can face it. We can face it. We don't have to hide from it. That's why I can relate to you so much, Angel. And that's why we have this connection also that you have with so many. And that is, we need to shine on. We need to give our love. And like my two co-writers of the song yesterday, it was so interesting that we were all three together. Juju and Crystal and myself wrote the song, We Are Stronger Together. And that humor, hope, heart hugs, and a whole lot of love will change the way, we can change the world with our hearts. And there is science behind that. And more of us that get out there, all of us that are out there with shows and speaking and everything, we are all being called. The moment is now to make a difference. And that's why I've loved sharing the Service Hero shows. It's honoring people that have, had those stories. And so thank you, Linda. And thank you, Emilio. And thank you, everybody that's commenting right now. So I want to thank you also, Angel. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again, and I will say it because it's so heartfelt. And that is, you change people's lives because you tap into what you're feeling, and you will reach out when you feel as though you need to. No matter what, you will. Unconditional love is what you share, and you don't just say it, you do it. And you did it while I was gone. And guys, if you ever wonder what to do when someone's facing those 3 words, you have cancer. If you're ever wondering what to do when someone all of a sudden isn't showing up and you're wondering what, and you think, oh, I don't know what to say. Let me share this. You don't have to know what to say. You just let them know that you care. And that's exactly what Angel did when I was gone. And she said, you don't have to get a hold of me. You don't have to call back. I just want you to know I care. I love you. I'm here. And that example right there, I think, is an example of everything that you yesterday, these people that love you so much that you make the call and say, hey, I'm doing this celebration. I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate this. I want you to share your golden nuggets. And they're like, yeah, when can I be there? Because they know you unconditionally care for them. And that is one of the most important things too, is when some, this is October and it has a pink month. A lot of people celebrate October in pink. The fire departments will change their uniforms now because they've gotten behind this movement. We've made a huge stride. I am alive, and I thank everyone for getting involved with the pink ribbon. However, there's more work that we can be doing, and showing up for those that are in need is what I'm all about right now. It's just to encourage that.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Powerful, powerful. Yes. Healing through connection. Just like, yes. And and what's beautiful is, well, many of the people that were on yesterday, from Juanita, Sinead, Preston, Crystal, Aaron, Andrea, Gabby, to Clifford, to fabulous Camille. Oh, I said it right. And, and to Gigi and Karina, to Sony. Karina called me this morning to see how I was. I mean, she's such a goddess. And Austin, to Beverly, to Linda. Oh my gosh, Team Angel Linda, to Julie, Juju. Oh my gosh, to everyone. And Lynn that took the time to do a video. Sophia, every single one. You knew most of these people and they've been on your show. And when you expand and explore more ways to get that service, as I do too, but I'm talking about, I know I'm talking about you today though. And what you do is you're in that fabulous over 40. Now, I said that on purpose because there was something that I saw. Now, you might not know this, but I grabbed it and I want to show what you're doing. And yeah, just wait. Tell me about it when we get done. But
okay.
I want everybody to see this, because this is how Tamara, and why I called her and said, will you be my co-host? Will you help me to do this? And this is why, because she wants to, and always gets to be more service. So here we go. Here's a clip.
You're going to make me cry.
I had to, because I've been voting for you, and I really want everyone here to take the time to vote, because I really believe that it is powerful when we all show up and we have the time and we encourage each other to be in that service. So I'm also going to copy that. You're welcome, honey. And I'm going to really encourage that everybody, even on the replay, vote for this woman, vote for this lady. Because why? Because you can. That's the biggest thing.
Well, and may I just say, I want to say thank you to everyone that encouraged me to do this, because I did put it out there, because I'm not 100% back, if you will. And I wanted people to understand why this one meant something to me, because yes, is there a huge prize? Is there everything? Yes. And what is the intention here? The intention is to do good with it. This is not about me, guys. This is about being able to come back and take the platform and take it to that next level, and to raise the vibration. And energy is funds also, and to take that energy to make the world a better place. and also the awareness that, because there's an article that goes with it that's going to go into a very big, well-known magazine that I think would actually be a print magazine. And, you know, to get the message out there that we literally can change how we face things like disease and stress and such, so that we can overcome that with what you do, overcome it with healthy ways. And there's science behind the fact that if you face something like that and you face it in natural ways, with ways that really work, we can save people from having the heartache that they've been experiencing. That can then change generational patterns. So thank you for this, because it is down to the wire, guys.
It is down to the wire. So everybody please
Yes.
vote. And you can vote every 9 hours. So do it.
Every 24 hours. Every 24 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's only 3 more days. And please, if you see that I'm in first place, don't think, okay, well, she's okay. No, there's many groups, and you have to be the top 20 people in more than 20 groups. Wink, wink. We know what that means. So thank you for the support. And thank you for putting it out there.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. You know, I always am doing. Yes. And, you know, that's the thing, is if you saw and you listen and you saw that clip, it says ignite.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
We're in alignment.
Absolutely. In fact, you go to my website, you see that Inspire, Ignite, Impact, because there's an alignment. The time is now, guys. And many people are saying this out there. And that's why I love all the golden nuggets that I'm looking at right now on all these pages, you know, of the people that came to celebrate the 17 years of you. Yeah, think about this. 17 years ago, this visionary woman had a brick and mortar that people may have even thought, what is that about? What is that about? Because you did it before it was cool, if you will, before people came on to the band, because you experience, it's the same thing that, you know, why I'm out there. When you experience the need personally, and then you can help to alleviate the pain and make life better for others. That's exactly what you did 17 years ago with your facility, and you haven't stopped. And so, you know, I loved it when you explained, and anybody that might have missed this, when you explained what it's a make up, and I really want you to say gifts, life workers gifts. What that is, I think that's maybe something to explore one more time for those that may not have caught yesterday. And then I'm going to encourage anybody that's watching this now, go back to the replay, watch it, because you're going to, and go with a pen and paper in hand, because you're going to get, this is 2 hours that you're going to be watching over and over and over, and you'll get something new out of it each time. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate the vote. I appreciate it.
I'm having some technical difficulty right now, so I cannot get to any of that. So thank you for saying that. And also, you were saying is in which was really interesting is Andrea was at a holistic, and everybody there was like light workers, and it was like no big deal. Everybody knew what a light worker is, but 17 years ago, we didn't know what that meant.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go back in because I got some stuff on my screen. I can't.
Okay, well, you know, I'd like to continue this thought while you're doing that, and that is, you know, yesterday, for those of you that weren't here, Andrea Adams Miller, many of you know her because she's the shine. You know, she goes in the smile. You know, the smile lady, and she's always there with her big camera and everything. And if you haven't heard her sing, she's got an amazing voice. And she knows so many people throughout the world. She goes to the conferences and she knows who's doing what. And she was at a conference yesterday of people that came from all over the world to talk about exactly what Angel was celebrating that she started 17 years ago. And she brought that up with us. She said, Angel, are you aware that these are your people? And a lot of them, who knows, you know, maybe some of them were there 17 years ago doing this, and yet, but it was brought up that 17 years ago, Angel was a visionary, a trailblazer. She was one igniting the way before, and that bright light to shine on for others to do exactly what they're doing. I know that Angel's gone into our community. You know, I'm the leader, yes, but it's a movement. It's our community, and she's come in and she's inspired people to go and get certified in Reiki and such things, and to understand how in moving in Tai Chi can actually bring health and wellness, and how mindset has such a piece of it, and that we can accomplish and we can manifest our dreams. And, you know, the lessons that you taught yesterday, priceless. And, you know, and bringing full circle. And Andrea wanted to be with you. And she made a big point about it, didn't she? That, okay, yeah, I'm going to be here. And, you know, I'm excited to be here because she's also Red Carpet Connection. She helps people with PR and such things. And so she was there. But she also made clear that I am going to be here to celebrate you, Angel, because this is important for all people to understand, that we can make a difference in our own lives. And that's what you were sharing yesterday when you taught your lesson, isn't it?
It is, and it's and I can't take your vote down, so good. We'll just leave it there because I can't see the comments. So you tell us what they're saying, because I can't see those either.
Okay. They're saying that they're voting now, and you know, and they're also Beverly is saying that she loves, I love, and then she's like all sorts of hearts and you know, I think someone doing, you know, like a lotus pose or something, you know, and then just a lot of love coming through there. So
thank you everybody, and thank you for asking the question, because when you can manifest your dreams, when you know how to understand to visualize and manifest, what happens is you do raise your energy naturally, and it helps you to be able to manifest. So that's why I wanted to teach a little bit. You know, we gave a lot. Everybody got a lot of the Ignite Year and Inspire from all the speakers, but I really wanted to give just a little bit more about how you can manifest your life and by raising your energy naturally. And that's why, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say again, because of my thought process about this month, and so many people, you know, one of the things about this contest is that they're raising funds for a nonprofit that's dealing with breast cancer. And when you think about manifesting and the energy and everything, healing can take place there, and life is so critical. Our lives are so important. And when you have balance within ourselves and we can manifest health, what is a greater gift that we can give ourselves? I mean, isn't that what when I think about it, I see what you do, Angel, as if one of the greatest gifts that we can have in the world. Because when we can find not only someone to help us externally, which you've helped me so many times, you're like, okay, we're going to stop right this second. I can feel that you need this, and you'll take me wherever I need to go. And thank you for that. And then teach me, you know, coping skills myself. And it's like, okay, yeah, I can face this now. And then when you can teach people, like yesterday, what was shared, that now I'm learning, you know, you teaching me, I'm learning how to heal myself.
Yes. And I'm so blessed that I was able to be with Teresa. I'm just going to say, and she encouraged me. She said, Angel, we need to do a free webinar, and you need to teach this. And you don't put together that webinar. And then through the webinar, of course, I want to do a 90-day challenge on how to increase your energy, and have people. And I've already had people going, Angel, I want to work with you, but I want to do it online. I'm like, I'm doing it. It's coming.
And the one thing I didn't understand, I want anybody, because I come from another world. I was in corporate America as a recruiter, hunter, business consultant for nearly 20 years, and so and then other things, but that was really my career. And so to come over into this side and be learning and have a mentor, a teacher, a friend, an angel. I didn't know in the very beginning that you could be wherever you are, and that through the internet, but through these cameras, that there can be healing that takes place, that energy can heal. And I truthfully, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, right. Feed me another story. However, now, so many years later, and having experienced it, coming from, if you will, the corporate world, facts and figures and percentages and this and that, and how do you get the bottom line and how do you grow something, and then go into what I used to call the woo-woo. Now I don't. I call it health. I call it healing. I call raise the vibration, like is in the song, and that we can raise our vibration. We can heal through these feelings, and it's science is backing us up, and that is what is incredible. So to have, I'm so thrilled that when Angel said, yes, I am finally doing this, which, I'm one of those ones that has asked her over this period of time, when is it that we can learn more? How can we take these tools and do something with them? Because myself, when I'm on stage, I start and I share that I was not the only one that faced those 3 words, that I come from a family that was generationally challenged. 4 generations, 5 people, all through one line, have heard those words to gain their wings from them. And when I learned, I knew there had to be a way to change that. Coming from the corporate world, I didn't have any clue except for the fact that I knew someone knew. I knew I didn't, but I had to find those people that did. And now, fast forward to being here today, and all the many that came on yesterday celebrating the fact that this woman, Angel, she has the experience. She's a master. I don't know if many people understand what that means. It means that she saw, and that she saw the vision. Okay, 17 years ago, she put up a brick and mortar location. Anybody that's in business knows that you had to be aware that there was a need before that 17 years. She had to have the business savvy. She had to have the experience and have the following to sustain the business. She did. And she did when others didn't see that there was something to this. I'm going to encourage anybody that is experiencing any kind of energy challenge, that is maybe not even feeling that they're manifesting their dreams, and yet they know they can. They just don't know how to go about it. Well, energy helps in so many different ways. That's why I am so excited that in a couple of weeks, she's going to this woman's a teacher and a giver. And do I have a bit of, I don't want to say a suspicious bone. I don't have a suspicious bone, but am I cautious? Absolutely. And do I align with people that I know are real and sincere? I do. And do I vet them? Absolutely. I do. Anybody that's been on my show knows that. I will vet them before they come on, and I will honor their story. I have worked with Angel in so many different ways that I know that what she has to educate us and how she goes about it, she teaches us in baby steps. And so we get it. We get it, and we can then move on to the next thing. So, what is it that I'd like for you? I'm a big writer, that's why all these books, and what does it say? It says, my big dream life goes right in hand in glove, right? Dare yourself to live fully. Have you dared yourself lately to live fully? What do you need to live fully? You need to be able to have some energy, you need to make some good choices. And I know every 15 minutes, and I'm feeling it right now, so excuse me, the 15-minute break for water, of which she teaches. Usually there's a little dinger that goes off, right? It's time to drink some water. What does that do? It energizes us. And so 3 easy steps to be energized. And are you ready to manifest your dreams? I know I am. I stepped away for a year and a half because I had to. I wasn't necessarily doing everything I personally knew I needed to for myself. I was all about serving others. But how can we serve others when we are depleting ourselves and we are possibly not taking care of those in our immediate family circle, personal circle? And sometimes we have to step away and we need to take care of that so that we can then come back energized and ready to serve. I have a feeling that she's going to be back any moment. And I'd love to see, wowzer. Thank you, Leslie. Or Leah, sorry. And love to hear from any of you that have any kind of experiences that possibly would like to be able to share. How did they meet Angel? And even after we are done with the live, Linda, Linda, you touched me in such a way yesterday. You touched me. Your story is the one that I'm referring to, in that now you're learning, and you're now in Reiki 2, if I have here in my notes. And you're older, way past retirement, and you're learning from Angel, learning from every guest. Yes. I'd like to encourage those that are watching this either live or in replay, how? Answer those 3 questions and do it with, like she says, your typing fingers. How do you know Angel? How did you meet her? And how do you inspire and ignite others? Or let's even say this, if you don't want to share how you are, how has Angel inspired or ignited you? Then number 3, I'd love to hear through your fingers, live or replay, is that you can either share a compliment, one of the greatest compliments you've ever received, or compliment Angel. Give her a compliment. Because this is what comes around goes around, is what my grandmother always shared, is that energy flow, right? Thank you, Linda, that we're learning from each other. And that is one of the reasons when she said, hey, would you mind doing this? I'm like, absolutely, I'm there. I'm honored. I'm honored to be your wing person, to take notes of all the amazing nuggets. And, Angel is the real thing. She really, truly is. And so are you, Linda. And so are many of the others. As I just even glanced down and some of the information that was shared, Sony, she's an empire builder. And what she says, is that she listens. One of her greatest strengths is that she listens, and then she'll help someone that maybe like myself, like Angel, that's going a mile a minute. She helps to slow us down and then helps to create an, if you will, empire. Go and check that out. Many of these people have free gifts too that they are wanting to offer, and I know that that Dr. Sony created one, and it goes into empire because empire can seem ominous. However, we all have an empire that we're building, and again, it's that energy flow. Aaron Himes, who's over the E360 TV network, he's the founder, he's the president, he's the one that helps to bring a lot of these shows out. He was talking about being a media person, and that one of the greatest compliments that he's received, in fact, he was receiving them online yesterday, is that he's patient. And a lot of these personalities like myself, like Angel, that may have that energy, that flow to make a difference out there in the world. We've got, we're a little bit of the driver personality one way or another. And to have someone on that other side that has a calming influence to say, okay, if there's an issue, we'll deal with it. Those are the ones you want in your camp, that you want to be with. And that's exactly what he is. And he was sharing, and that he gives back. Also, let's go to another one. I have some, I talked about this one yesterday, and it really meant something to me. And that was Clifford. Clifford was talking about his stepfather and a compliment that he received from him. I want you to go back and watch, because I'd love to see later, if you want to put into the notes, about, Sonia, you're here. Please, Sonia, if you want to put your free gift in for them to be able to go, because I'd love for them to be able to see how you go into what is empire, what could be someone's empire. Being a good listener was mentioned, yes, several times. And it was described as what is called sincere listening. Yes, listening from the heart. Thank you for the free gift. And Linda, if you have a gift or something else you want to share, anybody that was on, please put your links to your free gift here, so that those that will gain from them, because those are a gift. And what are gifts? Gifts, when you go to a celebration, and that's what this was yesterday, a celebration of 17 years of giving to the world, a gift that Angel created for the world. And those people that came to the party, the celebration, came with a gift. And the gift was not just for Angel, it was for all of you. How incredible is that? Because that's what she asked. She didn't want a gift. She wanted to give to her viewing audience, those people that will come and gain from the golden nuggets that were shared. So let's see, what else I want to also go into today. Emilio, that was wonderful. And when he called Angel the fireball MC, Sonia will be able to tell you, Sonia and I have been in those rooms with the fireball at events where we've all been speakers at those events, and she's done the Shine On. We videoed actually once there at one of those events in Colorado. I think it was Colorado Springs, if I remember correctly, that location. And she's a fireball on stage. Absolutely a gift to us all. And that when we can celebrate others, Emilio said, celebrating others, and that, the compliment he received was that the woman that he was training said she had even forgotten that she's paying. She just enjoyed what she was learning and growing. That's energy. Anybody, that's been around Angel for a while understands that money, that exchange, is energy. And that person was being well served. Juju, she was talking about how music, and that how I loved it, that it's okay to be who we are with our health, our hearts and such, and not to show up like a robot. And I love that, that you have a free tip. Wonderful. That's okay. Linda, you're showing up as you are. I want to address this, guys. I don't have the controls, if you will, to really, control the show. So I want you guys to understand that I am happy to be here and sharing with you. And I will be until we can get our Angel back. And so this is our time to shine, our time to talk. And Linda, the fact that you are showing up and that you are training yourself, and, dare say I don't know that it's your first career, here's Sharon. I have no controls over the show either at this point. I appreciate you keeping it. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know that I can close the show. So, guys, for those that don't know, I've been on air 36 hours in a row. So until she can come back, we're good. You can end at any time. I don't even know if I can end the show that she's frozen. Okay, well, I can leave the show. I don't know that I can end the show. So it might end up being that it's just turns itself off or not. However, I want to highlight some of these golden nuggets before we're done. And Linda, I want you to know that the fact that you're showing up to your calling, that you're feeling called to help others with Reiki, and that you see the value, you're sharing that your mom was helped by Angel, and now you're taking the classes and building a business. My hat's off to you. We need more people that are showing up to serve others. And I want to say that again. We need more people that are showing up to serve others. You see, I believe in service so much that I have the Service Hero Show. And I will honor people serving others. Now, do I honor people that are serving others and they get some fair exchange of energy or money for it? Absolutely. I believe in entrepreneurship. I believe in business. I believe that is completely okay. It is with a servant heart that we can have businesses to make a difference. And so, Linda, I want to congratulate you that you're going through and you're in that process to build a business and to serve others. The content will come. The content will come. And there's plenty of people that can help you with the content should you need it. It's hard to help people around the globe, but we can help the people who are here now. That's why I want to pursue Reiki with Angel. I want to take that comment a step further in that with that trophy right there, some of you may not know, that is a trophy that is evidence that I was involved in a competition that took place for 9 months. People from all over the world, like you, Linda, like all of those that showed up, entered because they wanted to impact the world for better. Now, these were business people, these were nonprofits, people with an idea that they needed to go forward, all different places in their movement to make the world a better place. And it was all done online, all digital. We were able to, over 200 people showed up to make a difference. And whenever it is celebrated, I ended up with that trophy, but I'm not celebrated alone. The top 5 are always celebrated together, and there's actually 6. There's a couple in there. Why? We need to make impact together. And together we can change the world, and we can do it through the internet. We can. The time is now because we have this tool. The time is now to make a difference. And those of you that are feeling called, because many are, I want you to come to the webinar in 2 weeks that Angel's putting on. I believe that you'll learn 3 simple steps, 3 easy steps. Not simple. It's not necessarily simple. That's what she keeps telling me. So I want to correct that. 3 easy steps to have more energy. That energy then can be translated into doing good. And we can impact, we can ignite the world and manifest dreams. And if your dream is to serve others, you can do that. I want to say that in serving yourself, there's no harm in that. In fact, I encourage it. That energy translated into serving yourself so that you have energy to go out there and serve others. Raising the energy of the planet for peace is my thing, Tamara. I get it. Trophy represents all the people who, yes, exactly. Exactly. So sign up for, thank you also. It's stuck, it's frozen, and I'm going to take that as divine. Please, if you are inspired to help make a difference, and if you would be so kind as to vote, I appreciate it. And I will say that they are raising funds, and it is something I am in complete alignment with, that if you so donate, yes, through this, there is the way to donate, and every dollar donated to a worthy nonprofit that can translate it in possibly helping people face cancer with a better quality of life and possibly a longer life. Energy well served, right? And if you use this link, that will help. It's a double bang for your buck, wink, wink, if you will. So thank you. Also, Angel, if you can put the information to your page here in Facebook, that it can be used later, follow her. If you haven't seen this, because I'm going to encourage all of you that follow Angel, share this out to 5 people. 5 people that you will be giving a gift to them. You will be celebrating that 17 years ago, this woman had a vision to impact the world. I also know from sitting with her many, many times, she wants to touch over 1 million lives. Think about that. 1 million lives. They say if you've touched one life, your life has been worth living. She wants to expand that out to 1 million lives. So if you share this out personally, I want you to personally say, think of 5 people that might benefit from having more energy, with some easy steps to being able to manifest their dreams too. Tell them that you felt inspired to share this, and then tell them to follow Angel. The free webinar is taking place November the 10th at 9:00 a.m. Pacific. So write this out. It works out to be 10 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Central, and noon Eastern. And then we know that she expands throughout the world, E360 and all the different TV apps that are out there that touch millions of screens. You all are welcome to come to this. It is free. She is going to teach you. And can you continue working with her? Absolutely. Should you? If you feel inspired, yes, you should, because she's the real deal. I've talked with and have heard from people that have studied with her, and now think about this. She taught them. Now they're affecting others. That is another way of sharing with a life that was meant and called to serve. And we're celebrating for 17 years. You are awesome, Tamara. Thank you. Thank you. And to all the viewers, thank you. Thank you all. And I don't know how to end this, because I really can't, except for just leave. And it's going to go dark. It's going to ignite your energy in 3 easy steps. Yes. Thank you, Linda, for your help. So I'm going to encourage you, all of you, go get your free gifts. Sony shared hers. There's many others. I have one I can put in there. And that is How to Impact the World. It's an ebook that Caroline, can I just say thank you to my production coordinator assistant on my shows, and we're in pre-production on Tour of Love show. She does so many amazing things. So thank you for all you do, Caroline. And go and get that ebook. There's a lot of really great information in the different gifts that are being given. Tamara, and thank you, Angel. Maybe our love will, and Yeah, maybe our level thought. I love that. Maybe I will share this. Many people know because electronics are an interesting deal. And I believe when things like this happen and you get booted out one way or another, there's something involved here. And so that's one of the reasons I keep wanting to share what we learned, because possibly going into these notes is going to be exactly what someone needs to hear. Sometimes it won't like it. Yeah, exactly. It is. And it's energy, guys. Electronics are energy. And one of my golden nuggets on this one, if you guys ever get frustrated with it, this too shall pass. Because if you're dealing with energy that's going to disrupt your electronics, you're going to at times. But they always come back. They always come back. Unless they need to technically be fixed. That can happen too. However, the energy flow of it. And there's usually a lesson that needs to be shared, maybe slightly different. And she's always looking for what is in it for you, Angel's viewing audience. I know that for a fact. I've shared many digital green rooms with her, and her preparation for you, I want you all to know, is sincere and real. And as many times as she goes live, she always knows that there's someone or many people that need what she has to share, either this moment or sometime in replay. However, it is a gift to the world that she is giving every single time she goes live. A couple more golden nuggets I want to share. And that is one of the things, Crystal came on with a rose. She shared other golden nuggets and information. However, that rose was something I thought about too. And in bringing the celebration, the rose, there's that beauty. And when you look at what it is a rose has to go through, and that what it is for us to celebrate that with a rose, you know, you have to overcome the thorns. You have to overcome all the different things. And are you aware that when you grow a rose, you cut it down every season at the end of the growth season, you cut it down to the ground to let it bloom even that much more next season. Sometimes we have to do that. We have to allow ourselves to be pruned, if you will, to then grow. And then that gift of the rose, metaphorically, you know, to smell the beauty of the rose, to see the beauty of the rose and the different colors and meanings of the rose. And yet to grab the rose, to get the rose, to be able to give it, you have to overcome the possible danger of the rose. Many times there in a gift, there might be a challenge to it. There might be something like going to a webinar. There might be time that you need to sacrifice. There might be a challenge of rescheduling something. Will it be worth it? I'll tell you, that rose yesterday brought a lot of smiles to those that were on the time that she was sharing it. That energy was incredible that came from it. It's the same thing when sometimes we have a sacrifice that we need to make for a better good, for a greater growth, for an opportunity to flourish and to possibly manifest dreams, our dreams. What is it that you really are looking for? Absolutely beautiful rose. Yes, exactly. Happy for you, Caroline. Caroline's children's book. Yeah. Woo. So exciting. And I encourage everybody, how do you know Angel? Love to have you type. How do you know her? Also, you know, how do you inspire and ignite others? Or how has Angel inspired and ignited you? Also, then the third thing is, what's the greatest compliment you've ever received? And Caroline, I want to give Caroline a compliment right now because I can. I'm here. And that is, Caroline has created a children's book, yes, and it's inspired from her paintings. However, are you aware that she has sacrificed and given so many countless hours, hundreds of hours, to a community that is healing through connection, and has taught art and helped healing through art, and helped to inspire others to then how art, the energy of art and giving, can heal. And she's done that. And I want to compliment her for being so selfless, to be there at any moment when she was needed and has been needed, to serve those that are possibly facing some of the darkest moments in their life that day. And they need a bright, shining, they need to be, if you will, shined on. And Angel has done the same thing, coming in to the community. A couple of more golden nuggets, and then I don't know how to close this. However, I'm willing to be here. And I want to find Gigi. One of hers was to keep moving forward and never give up. Winston Churchill, I talk a lot about this, and Gigi was sharing it. And I think of Winston Churchill going through a dark time in the world's history. You can look at the message giver, the person that said the words, and you can judge if you want. Was he an alcoholic? Maybe. Was he, a chain smoker? Most likely. Was he someone that sometimes people were questioning his history as in the naval? I've done a lot of study, and did they question certain decisions he had made? Was he best person to rule, and be the prime minister for the United Kingdom in the island of England at a time when possibly it was facing its greatest risk of continuing life as they knew it, a free ability to go forward and life to continue? And did they have to show up in a way to preserve their lives? Yes. Was it hard? Absolutely. It was hard. And he inspired a world. He inspired his fellow citizens, but he inspired a world. However, he's inspired a world to today. And then Gigi inspired us yesterday. And that is, if you're facing a dark moment and you come because you want Angel to shine on and you want to raise your vibration, and you need that very moment right now. These words that Gigi shared yesterday, to never, never, never give up. Never give up. To keep moving forward. Goes along with, how do you do that? Sometimes you need energy. Do you always have that energy? And do you beat yourself up when you don't? I want to encourage people to not beat themselves up. And if you come to get energized, I want to also let you know that you can go and you can listen to the Shine On song, because I do it many, many times. There's a few different versions of it. You can go and listen to it on Facebook, on YouTube. And if you need that little pick-me-up, I'm going to encourage you to do that. Dance in your soul if you don't feel like you can dance with your body. Because our souls can. Dance with your soul. Find the energy to go on. And as she says, keep moving forward. When we start dissecting each one of these golden, nuggets, look how deep they are because of who they're coming from. Okay, also, Karina, she was talking about how goddess in genes. I love that. Goddess in genes and working with energy, and let yourself stop worrying, shift, and that you can change everything. And after working, that you can feel, that you can feel that love within yourself. Yes, it is. You can reach, shine on, and reach by messenger. Yeah, and continuous to shine into your place, knowing you are imperfectly perfect. Isn't that true? Isn't that funny? This book right here. Guess what, Linda? How interesting. This is my author's version. That's why this line. However, dare yourself to live fully, but yet it's to be perfectly imperfect. That's what that says right there. Perfectly imperfect. And how we can work and we can manifest healthy habits and express ourselves to discover and achieve perfectly imperfect intentions to accomplish our dreams, manifest our dreams. This is exactly what Angel is going to be doing in a couple of weeks. On November, let me get to it again. November I should have this memorized. November the 10th at 9 o'clock. I wanted to make sure that I didn't switch it around. At 9 o'clock Pacific. So Angel, if you want to check to see if you can come in and button us up, that's great. Robert Jones, we had a couple of guys come in yesterday, and oh my goodness, if you didn't feel the energy of Robert, he even turned red as he was, because first of all, when I first met Robert, it was when I first pretty much started. It was when I first met Angel. I met her and Crystal and others all at the same event. We all met the same day. And I got to know Robert and really appreciate him because of what he's doing with his network, but also because of who he is as a father. Doesn't talk about that as much, but boy. So I remember having a discussion at another event that we were speakers at, sitting at afterwards and having something to eat, and we were talking about that very thing. I got to know his heart then. We don't always, in little bite-sized 3-minute segments, we don't always get to see someone's heart. We got to see his energy yesterday. And I know that energy is coming from his heart, because I know that. Angel would be able to share that. And when he was talking about, how he likes to facilitate, and that he's a nurturer, and that he really wants people to be able to work together, and that, his mother is one of his, I love his mother. Anybody that's ever met his mother, oh, you can tell why he's such an amazing guy, because his mother is amazing. And he was talking about her, ode to mom, and it's a person thing, that we need to always remember whatever we're doing, it's a person thing. And that goes back to manifesting our dreams. And what is it that Angel does here? Okay, guys, I promise anybody that's turning in right now, I'm not hijacking Angel's show. This is truly Angel's recap of the summit yesterday. And we just ended up with a frozen moment. So now it's really interesting. You see vote, and it's Tamara Hunter, and here I am. However, you know what? I'm going to say thank you to the energy that had this happen, and let people know that I'm feeling right now to share this. Supporting others that are making a difference in the world, whatever it is that your thing is right now that you're dealing with, your possible, there's many of us that sometimes end up with that dark moment that, that we come to that soul awakening, that dark night of the soul kind of experience. And we're going into fall. And what happens, darkness starts in the day earlier. And some people end up with, mood swings and such things. And I want to really encourage this. And that is that supporting each other, checking in on each other, learning from these thought leaders, gaining the knowledge from these golden nuggets, and then acting upon them and being there for someone else. I'm really big about this because that's what I'm all about. That's the movement. Healing through connections. Being there for someone else. Because what is life? A teeter-totter. And sometimes when we're strong, someone else is going to not be. And that might be a buddy. That's what we call each other, buddies in my movement, in our movement. And there's going to be other times where that buddy that was weak and needed the help is the one that will be ready to help the other buddy, because that's maybe their moment in time. And reaching out and supporting each other is something that I really feel that Angel's all about. I know she's all about. And I want to encourage all of you to go back to yesterday's 2 hours with this thought in place. I want you to go, if you guys will take this challenge on, go with your pen in hand, because these are the things I do. This is how I decide sometimes who's going to be honored on the show, because I'll do exactly this. Go with your pen in hand and some paper, or a book that you write in. And I write in a book because I want it to be stationary. I want to be able to find it later. I always have tape of all sorts, because even if I write it on another piece of paper, I'll cut it and put it into the book. So I want you to go with your pen and paper and go through each one of these amazing guests. And if there's something that you feel called, that one of your friends, someone that you love, someone that you know is going through something, and they will benefit from this golden nugget, from hearing what was just shared, I want you to share that out to them. And with that share, I want you to say, Susan, I was thinking of you. I want you to listen to this, but particularly I want you to listen to this person because I thought of you, and possibly there's some message that you're going to gain from it, something maybe that you need. Sometimes you may not want to point out who it is because they might only listen to that person, and maybe they need to hear the whole 2 hours. 2 hours, is it worth it? Yes, because those 2 hours are so packed with good information. So I really want you to think of 5 people. Go back, think of 5 people. I bet you more will come to mind. However, 5, start there and share with that person that you're thinking of them, because if nothing else, they're going to be touched that you did, that you thought of them, and that there was something that they could be better off for. Okay, so new comments. Let's see. Camille. Okay, yeah. Julie Christopher. Juju. Christopher. So many that were shared. Also, a video that 𝗫𝗵𝗵𝗸𝗀 did. Oh my goodness, was that amazing? The video yesterday. I want also Sanette, do I love, yes, she's a dream maker and everything, but the mic drop, boom, shakalaka. Oh my goodness. I love that. And that mirror on the wall, in her voice. You got to watch it in her voice. I will share that she touched me. All of these people touched me in her voice. Yes, Sanette. In her voice, she shared in such a gracious way. Yeah, she's a love. She is a love. And she shared mirror on the wall, who and then she talked about having the sparkle and the love, and that the self-love, and that we all sparkle. And oh boy, the way she did it, priceless. Share it out. Also, Gabby was completely a gift to us. And the declutter queen, oh my goodness, I don't know about you guys, but I moved from Southern California to the mid part of the United States. Can we talk clutter when you move from a house that's one size to a house that doesn't translate 100%? Has anybody ever been there and done that? Or possibly, we're getting towards the end of a year, and do you go through a declutter process? The idea of it was like, oh, she calmed me down, because I actually am facing it right now. And to have someone, that we all know that if you declutter and you make space, that new things can come from that. Yeah, are we always ready to do the work? One reason for another might be that maybe you're holding on to things for a reason, and maybe there's a way of translating that memory and holding that memory in a positive way to still open up the space for the growth to manifest your dreams, to have, in 3 easy steps, more energy to start the new year, right? Isn't that what we all want? Love it. Gained a lot from it. Also, let's see, Camille, fabulous Camille, right? A servant, a vessel. She considers herself a vessel, and she serves others as a servant of God. And she was talking about an experience that Angel came in the middle of the night, because she comes from another state and she's going to be close to Angel. And Angel went out of her way to drive in the middle of the night. Yay! In the middle of the night, I'm going to finish this. In the middle of the night, she went to go see fabulous Camille, and they had the experience on the freeway singing, and I could see this showing up for others, that whole showing up and taking, again, is it always easy to show up? No. In fact, I'm going to go one step further to say, sometimes when it is not easy and you're more challenged, it might be that challenge is trying to prevent you from the gift and the miracle that showing up may have in your life. Because there's always that yin yang, there's always that different energy, right? And if you're going to be free to have a better relationship with someone, that you're going to gain something from this experience, it's not going to always necessarily be the easiest for that to happen. And so I always look at it, oh, okay, I definitely need to do this. There's a reason for this, right? So, and that she's an advocate for children. And what she was talking about, one of her greatest gifts or compliments, is that how many children have been named after her. Incredible, right?
Yeah, absolutely incredible what she does with the children in Florida and helps. And even now what happened, last week and everything that happened with the floods, she's inundated. She lost a lot of her farm that helps to feed, and she lost a lot of that. And I don't know that for a fact. I shouldn't say that exactly, but I kind of heard that. But so I want to say that, fabulous Camille, when I was able to meet with her, and I didn't care getting up at 2 a.m. and driving to give her a hug. And man, we had such a good time, and I'm blessed. So anyone, I'm going to say it, anyone flying into Phoenix, I'm 15 minutes away. And this is what I tell them. I will take you to where you need to go if it works in my schedule, obviously. And you don't pay Uber. You can give me gas money if you want, but I want to have that time with you. And I know you don't have a lot. So,
I love it.
You have been completely spot on. I have got to do a note because you just took over for the last like 45 minutes when completely frozen. Couldn't do anything. So I want to do a mic drop. Bam! For Tamara Hunter for taking it on. And you just continued and you celebrated, you know, from Juanita to Sanat to Preston, Crystal. You just kept going with Aaron to Fizz. Say thank you so much.
Well, it was my gift and an honor to be here, you know, as your wing person and anybody that does shows. I want to put this vote out, you know, this out there too, because when I did the 36-hour event, it wasn't just me. It was a team of hundreds of people that put this on. You came on and you shared your magic, and so many amazing people that did. And we always had someone to back up, someone, and anybody that has a show, to have someone to back up in a situation. And so if the technology one way or another happens, that's what happened. And Barbara Beckley was there for me when I was taken offline, literally, because the internet provider went down for, a maintenance for over an hour and 36 hours back to back on E360 Live. That would not have been cool. I would have been dark. And she just, exactly what happened today is exactly what she did for me, took it over. And then as soon as I came back, boom, handed it back. Seamless. And so anybody that has a show, this is a great experience too. You know, it's a great learning, evidence that when you are prepared and you felt inspired to have a backup, and you felt and possibly it was for this very moment in time.
Absolutely. And when I sat and then said, okay, and who am I going to have? I didn't even go, camera. It was like, there you go. There you go. So thank you for this. I mean, I want to end now with such wonderful thank you and appreciation and a heartfelt, grateful gratitude for everyone that came on. And you really hit it. You hit a lot of the great nuggets that we got yesterday.
Well, thank you. And if I missed anybody, guys, sorry. It wasn't, I wanted to be able to pull, and every single moment that you were on yesterday, in my mind, was a nugget, a golden nugget. And so I really do want to encourage, this was just a recap. I want to encourage all of you to go back with that assignment, to think about 5 people that, or more, but 5, 5, I know 5, that would benefit from what was shared yesterday, and share with them that you felt inspired, because they may not watch it unless they know that it's a heartfelt inspiration to share, because someone they'll gain at least what you're feeling, plus most likely more. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tamara. And really, I want to say kudos to you, and check her out on her website, which is
𝗃𝗲𝗄𝗃.com. My name right there. Don't put the dot after the L, but it's that easy. 𝗃𝗲𝗄𝗃.com. Shout out to Preston again, because he takes care of that website for me and his team, and he is the sponsor, the unselfish sponsor of the nonprofit's website, which is CB, like cat boy, the number 4, L like love.org. So CB4L.org. And Preston is the sponsor of that, and that's huge. That's huge. He's touching the world in a way that makes a difference.
Yeah. He really comes from his heart, and he has done so many things. So we better go, because I'm starting to freeze again.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah, we want to go close it up. Welcome to everybody that came, and thank you. Thank you for this
so
opportunity.
Much.
Okay,
Yes,
bye everyone.
Bye everybody. Until next time, love you. Remember, change your mindset, energize your life, and shine on. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, wait, it's messing up again. Okay, stay. Let's see. Come